Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued.
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Seattle Seahawks. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. On third down, he'll drop to throw, and that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On to punt for the Saints.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here comes Cohen. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. First carry for Josh Jacobs. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 22.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Second and 6. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. It got his man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Jeudy. He's got a man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jerry Jeudy, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
Number 3, the ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They run the counter now on 1st down. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just heading straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
1st and goal.
First grab for Thomas. It's good for a 1st down as well. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They're going to look to throw. They're trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
He's brought down by...
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jacobs now. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
1 yard loss.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a handoff looking right. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
45-yard line.
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
The score is Seahawks 10, Saints nothing.
That's out to the left and complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They're going to try and throw, and able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
First down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16, and another first down.
New Orleans.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And his throw here is incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But it'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
The field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. He's got it at the 15. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 51 yards.
At the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10.
At the Saints' 10-yard line.
Running is Jacobs. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A handoff as they run the counter play. And once again, not much running room, if any at all.
Brought down.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. A big gain there on 3rd and long. So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
A gain of 2.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
4-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try to move the ball downfield, try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 5-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it with Jacobs. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man Hilton. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
At the 43-yard
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Nice move at the 40. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Jerry Jeudy with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And he's able to put it through.
It's the score, Seahawks 24, Saints 3. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, you're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right?
1 yard gain.
What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And where have we seen this before from Sean Payton?
That's ambush. We've seen that. What was it, Super Bowl 44?
44.
Right? New Orleans against the Indianapolis Colts. Right after the half, they get it done. I'm so sorry to jump in. I just violated partner and booth etiquette 101.
That's all right. If you come in with an ambush and you come in strong like that, I feel like it's justified.
My apologies, but boy, what a play.
On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Ben Gideon in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Thomas the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
14.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
And the Saints, 1st down.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Open man is Michael Thomas. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line.
First down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. He's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on 3rd downs, and it's costing them.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now they try the right side here. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10.
Makes the score Seahawks 24, Saints 10.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now back to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll move the chains.
For another Seahawks. 1st and
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
With the score, Seahawks 24, Saints 10.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
1st and 10.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Switch it.
On second down, it's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Brings up 3rd.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
1st down and goal to go.
They'll run it with Jacobs, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Seahawks 31, Saints 10. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And again this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. $13 yards remaining on 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. On play action, they'll throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Looking deep for Hilton. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Seahawks, first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him 2 yards, that sets him up, 1st and goal.
1-yard line.
Here's Jacobs, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Seahawks 38, Saints 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
By the Saints.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. He was able to escape the pocket and get out of bounds. You like the decision-making?
I love the decision-making, and I love the execution because you just know that his eyes were darting all over the place. You know, they talk about keeping your head on a swivel, looking for the danger spots where the hits are going to come from. How about him getting all he could out of that run and then getting out of bounds?
And he told us, look, I'm a rookie. I'm waiting for the game to slow down, but it seems like he's processing things pretty well.
He certainly is. He's slowing the game down himself with his actions.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box. Touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And some room to roam now. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Will Lutz lining up for the point after.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. To sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
At the 44-yard line.
2nd and 4. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sanders. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
At the 41-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this score will stay right where